Hi, we're back. Thanks for staying with us. I'm joined in studio now by Mr. Richard Lagani. He's an Executive Vice President with MMR Global. MMRF is the stock symbol. Richard, good to see you again.
Thanks, Don. It's good to see you as well.
Well, it's apropos to have you here. We just had your commercial on the show here about 10 seconds ago. Now, what's MyMedicalRecords.com? That's the main part of the business model. Tell us about that.
Well, MyMedicalRecords.com is the most robust electronic personal health record there is in existence today. We give patients the ability to coordinate for up to 10 family members and pets all of their health records through the use of an inward-outward bound fax number and computerized digitized files.
That's amazing. Now, the government is really starting to get it as far as electronic medical records are concerned, and they're beginning to really gravitate toward what your business model is all about.
You know, that's true, and we're very excited about it. We think this is a really vibrant time now for medical records, and especially computerized electronic medical records. Just recently, two statements came out of the government that were particularly interesting. The Surgeon General mentioned personal health records and how it would have been good if her patients would have had electronic personal health records right before Katrina. It would have made her life and her patients' lives a lot easier to reconstruct. The Department of Health and Human Services has just recently encouraged all of the medical professionals to take a pledge with them to really move towards expanding the patient's access to their health records. And this is perfect with what we're doing right now.
Well, when you think about it, how intelligent that seems, because if a person comes into an emergency room and the attending physician can immediately get their access to their records and find out if this person has any kind of conditions or allergies they should be aware of, maybe that person is not in a condition to speak at that particular point in time, it just makes everything so much better.
Well, the care at that level, especially in an emergency, becomes exponentially better if you have access to the records. And one of the nice features of MyMedicalRecords.com is an emergency log-on feature. The emergency doctor or the EMT in the back of the rig clicks on that, looks at their tablet or laptop, and immediately has access to the most recent lab reports, x-rays if necessary, all of the health information. This now becomes the patient record, and the patient's no longer Jane Doe or John Doe.
Now, I had a really interesting conversation with your CEO, Robert Lorsch, last week, where he was talking about increasing revenues for the company. Always, you know, companies are always looking to increase revenues, but what I thought was really intelligent is he's looking to increase revenues from your existing client base, which to me makes so much sense because they already know who you are. They already like what you're doing. They already trust the business model. How's that coming along?
It's coming along very well, actually. We've been finding that within those groups who already know us, they just want to expand it into other areas. As you know, I go back and forth from New York to LA, and I've been talking to unions and insurers and some healthcare payers, and they really like what they're seeing. And it's coming together now in a way that it hadn't before, in that we see companies really taking notice of this. If you look at the Fortune 500, they're beginning to spend money on what they're calling wellness programs. And those programs vary from paying for your health club membership to actually getting folks in to give better health care and better health wellness education to their employees. So this fits in perfectly for an employee benefit to allow the employees to better manage their wellness.
Well, you know, it's amazing because then who would have thought even 10 years ago that so many people would be paying the majority of their bills online, doing their banking online, doing their banking from their mobile phone.
Right.
Taking care of their credit card payments online. Now it just makes perfect sense you should have your medical records available online because you never know when you're going to need those.
No, absolutely. And it's one of those things, it's what you do before the accident or disaster happens that really impacts how you go through it. As I said before, we're very excited. We've been looking at recent studies that are showing estimates of anywhere up to about $4.5 trillion in healthcare spend by 2019. And tied into that is the studies are also estimating that we could save approximately $80 to $100 billion if we could just streamline by using computerized health records. So it's coming to the fore right now, and we're very excited about it.
Check out their website, MyMedicalRecords.com. The company is MMR Global Incorporated. MMRF is their stock symbol. Robert, great update. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Don.